Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Comic Room. It's Friday the 1st of May, and it's exactly 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think we're coming up to the end of week 5 of lockdown here in the UK. I thought it would be a good time to do a new video. I've just received a new webcam. Previously, I've been using either my smartphone or my tablet to do my live streams and also do my recorded videos, but I decided to try out a webcam so that I could use my desktop PC to do my videos, and hopefully it might be a little bit better in terms of the video quality and the sound quality. So we're going to give it a crack. Been 2 or 3 weeks since I've done a video. I'm currently one of the people who I'm still working. I'm working from home. Most of my work is computer based, so it's quite easy for me to work at home. So unfortunately, I'm not one of those people who've had a lot of time on their hands to be able to do, whatever they want to do to pass the time they've got. It would be nice to have a lot more time on my hands, but sadly not. But I don't work on a Friday anyway, so I thought, right, good time to try out the new camera and show off some stuff to you. Basically, what I've got over the past couple of weeks, Forbidden Planet in the UK, I wouldn't say it's a sale as such that they've had, but what they've had is a number of special offers that they've been doing in different categories of the geeky stuff that Forbidden Planet sell. It's not been branded as a big sale as it might otherwise be, but they seem to do these mini promotions that they do. One of them, I believe it's still going, although a lot of the items have now sold out. But one of the things that they've done is what they've called the Vault of Variants, and they've had quite, I think, probably at the peak of this offer, they had about 120 variants that they'd really slashed the prices on. They seem to do a lot of variants that they either produce themselves, Forbidden Planet variants, or they're buying in variants from the Comic Mint in the US, and they've had a lot of those that they've had on special offer. Another kind of mini sale that they've had going has been for books, and I can't remember the name of the promotion. I can't remember the name that they gave it, but it was kind of to do with staying at home and being able to have more time to do some reading, and made a couple of purchases from that as well. Spent a fair bit of money, but saved an absolute ton of money as well. So what I'm going to do is going to crack into this. Hope everybody's staying safe and well out there. Very crazy times that we're living in at the minute, but hopefully everybody's okay, managing to get by daily life as normal, do the shopping, whatnot. And everybody's staying safe and well. Right, without further ado, I'll start off with the couple of books that I've received first of all. The first one it's Wonder Woman, The Art and Making of the Film. Now, I appreciate that the DC Extended Universe movies are not everybody's cup of tea. In their own way, I've enjoyed each of them. They've not been brilliant, but there have been things in all of these films that I've enjoyed, even though overall some of them have been quite epic fails. This one is probably the one that has been universally kind of, liked by most people who've seen it. And this is one of those kind of making of books that's produced by Titan Books here in the UK. And basically, this contains a lot of concept art from the movie and also stills from the film and a lot of behind-the-scenes information. It's a really heavy hardcover. You can see how thick it is there. The recommended price for this was $40 US, and in the UK, excuse me, $29.99. So you're talking about a £30 book there. And I paid for it £4.99 plus £1 for postage and packing. So £6 for this. The other book that I got was, again, another of these making ofs, art and making of, and this is for the Justice League film. Very similar thing. I think basically Titan have produced one of these for every DC movie that's been made. And again, same price, £30. And again, I paid $4.99 plus £1 postage, so another £6. This one is actually thicker than the Wonder Woman book. I was actually on the Forbidden Planet website last night, and I came across one of these that I'd not seen when I was actually doing these orders, and that was for the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. Again, another Titan book and another £5 one. So I banged in an order for that one, and that's being processed as we speak. Like I say, not everybody's favourite films by any means, but I enjoyed them in their own way. And these, I think for the price, I'm sure you'll agree that these are pretty nice books to have. Look really good on the bookshelf, and I'm looking forward to having a flick through them. I've not opened them yet to kind of have a flick through to show you, because I find it a bit awkward trying to do that on the camera and try and hold it up. I'm sure if you want to see what the inside contents are like, you can go onto YouTube and just do a search on the name of the book, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of unboxing videos on there that'll show you exactly what's inside. I'm hoping the video's okay with the new camera, and I'm hoping that the sound quality is okay and that you can hear me fine. I'm just hoping that this new camera is a bit of an improvement for when I'm doing my live videos. Right, so now I'm going to get onto the variant books. What I will say as well is that all of these things that I got from Forbidden Planet, it wasn't a single order. I did kind of 2 or 3 dibs back onto the website and found other things that I wanted to buy. So this didn't all come in one great big order. But what I will do is I'll tell you what I paid for these. Obviously, I've told you what I paid for the hardcovers, and I'll tell you what I've paid for these variant books as well. But they were all really good prices. Okay, I'm just giving myself a bit of space here. And I've got my dispatch notes handy just so I can refer to the prices to let you know exactly what these cost. Sorry, just bear with me. Right, okay, let's kick off with the first book. I'm still getting used to the location of the camera. I'm used to looking down where my mobile or tablet would be, so please bear with me. Right, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to start off with DC books. And actually what I'm going to do, I've got a little sheet that tells me exactly who produced these variants as well, just in case you're interested. So I'm just going to bring up my spreadsheet as well so I can refer to that. Okay, cool. Right. So this one. This is, just bear with me, I can just going to adjust this. There we go, perfect. So this one is, I'm just trying to stop the glare here. This is Year of the Joker, sorry, Year of the Villain, the Joker. Sorry, I'm just, apologies about this. I should have sorted this out before now. Okay. Right. This is Year of the Villain, the Joker. This is a cover by Ji Hyung Lee. I always have trouble with Mr. Lee's name. And this is actually a Golden Apple Comics exclusive. And just referring to my notes here, my invoices. I paid £6 for this one. Probably, I would say, a $15 to $20 book. They did actually have a set of 3 of this particular book, one of which was a different variation of this cover, and then another one which didn't have Harley on it, but was just kind of the Joker face that you can see at the back there on its own. But for the price that they were wanting, even sale price, I wasn't really keen on the other 2 covers, not keen enough to pay for all 3, but I really like this one. Right, another Ji Hyung Lee. And this is Deceased #1. And this is actually a Forbidden Planet exclusive, one that they produced themselves. And this is the trade dress one. Really nice. And I actually picked that up as part of a set. And it also came with the minimal trade dress. And for these, I paid £7.50. I would imagine as a set, these were probably around about £30 originally. So that's really nice. So that's the DC books that I bought. Right, moving on to Marvel. This is Black Cat #1. Obviously J. Scott Campbell book, J. Scott Campbell cover. And this is a Golden Apple Comics, and this is the trade dress exclusive. And the same book, but this is the Virgin cover. I'd actually been following some copies of this particular cover on eBay for quite a while. I think it's a really wicked cover, and they've kind of been anywhere between £20 and north of £30. And I've been hoping to try and get one a little bit cheaper, and I'll tell you in a few minutes what I actually paid for these Black Cat covers, because I also got one of these. Again, this is Black Cat #1, and it's a J. Scott Campbell exclusive cover, but this is Frankie's Comics, and this is the trade dress. And again, we have a Virgin copy as well, a Virgin cover. Okay, so basically for all 4 of those black cats, I paid £14.25p, which in American money, that currently that would be less than $20. So I think for those 4 exclusives, that's like an amazing price. I also picked up an extra copy of this one, which they were being sold at £2.50 each. So I thought, no harm for that price. You can't even get a regular weekly book for that kind of price. So I thought that'd be a good little extra just to stick in the collection. Okay, continuing with the Marvel books. Let's see what we've got. We've got X-Force #1. Let me just check this. Again, this is Ji-Hyun Lee, and this is a combined exclusive, which was produced by Frankie's Comics and Golden Apple Comics. That is gorgeous. Now that one was £2.50. Again, this was available as a set with this cover and a virgin cover as well, which I think they were selling for around about £12. But I just decided to get the trade dress for £2.50. Now I also got a copy of X-Men #1, again by Ji-Hyun Lee, and this is like the X-Force. This is a combined variant, a combined exclusive from Frankie's and Golden Apple Comics. And when you hold them together, if I can get them both on camera, you can basically see that one of them is like a reverse of the other. Really nice. So for the X-Men, the X-Men was £3.25, so it was slightly more expensive than the X-Force, but a really, really nice cover. I also picked up a copy of X-Men #2. Again, this is a Ji-Hyun Lee. Really, really nice. And that one was £2.50. Okay, so that's everything that I got from Marvel. Moving on to the independent books, I've got this copy of Vampirella #2. This again is Ji-Hyun Lee, and it's a Golden Apple Comics and Frankie's Comics, again a joint exclusive. Sorry, I'm just actually checking something, if you bear with me. Yeah, sorry, it's Vampirella #2. For a minute I was starting to think it was Vengeance of Vampirella, but it's not. It's actually Vampirella #2. So it's Ji-Hyun Lee, and it's Golden Apple and Frankie's joint exclusive. And I also got the set, which came with the virgin cover as well. Really, really nice cover. And for this set, I paid £9.25. Again, that's like a fraction of what these would have cost when they were originally released. I would say this would be £30 to £40 probably. Really nice. And the last of the Forbidden Planet Volta variant books that I picked up was this one. which is a Vengeance of Vampirella book, issue number 4. And this is a cover by Jay Ferguson, and it's a Frankie's Comics Virgin exclusive. And this was limited to 500 copies. Absolutely gorgeous cover. When I first saw this, I actually thought that this was a cosplay, I can't even say it, a cosplay cover, because it actually looks so realistic. I thought this was a photograph. That is absolutely stunning. And I think out of everything that I got in the sale, in terms of individual books, that one was the most expensive. I paid £8.50 for that one. But again, if you'd have bought that at the time, that would have been a lot more expensive than that. So basically, that's everything that I got from the Forbidden Planet promotion that they've been running recently. Some of these offers are still going. So if you've liked anything that you've seen during the course of this video, if you go on the Forbidden Planet website and check out on the homepage where they've got some of the promotions advertised that they are running, and have a look, some of these variants may be available still. Definitely the two hardcover books, Making an Art of the Justice League and The Making an Art of Wonder Woman, and also the other one that I've not received yet, the Batman Superman Dawn of Justice. They're all still available for £4.99 plus £1 postage and packing. I found actually that with Forbidden Planet, the postage and packing charges are a bit weird. I've not quite worked out, but what I have worked out is if you're a bit careful, and sometimes if you don't order everything in a single order, but you actually split between smaller orders, then your postage and packing works out cheaper. I was actually on the website yesterday looking at some pulp paperback and hardcover novels that I was interested in. And what I did, I put 4 of the paperbacks and a hardcover into my basket, and the postage was coming out. I think the books altogether were costing about £9, but then it was £5.50 on top for postage and packing. But if I split it up and did the paperbacks as one order and the hardcover as a separate order, the 2 orders were only £1 postage and packing each. So obviously it was a no-brainer to set my order into 2, save myself £3.50 in postage and packing. So what I would advise, if you're on there and you're thinking of buying quite a few items, just play about with the postage and packing and what you're putting in your basket, and just work out what's the best kind of split for you in terms of numbers of orders. So that's basically all I wanted to show you in terms of what I've bought recently from Forbidden Planet. I'll just nip over to the other side of the room and get another couple of books that I've bought recently that I'll just show you, just to kind of round off this live video. If you just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so you may or may not know, if you, well, depending on how closely you follow my videos, one of the magazines that I pick up on a monthly basis, which I'm a big fan of, is Dark Side magazine, which is a British horror magazine. It's only £3.99, and it's a really, really good read if you're a fan of horror. It covers the whole spectrum, going from kind of the earliest horror films that were made, you know, the dawn of motion picture filmmaking, right up to modern times, although it does have a little bit of a slant towards the older films, which doesn't unduly worry me. There are other magazines, for example, Scream, which focus on more recent films. So I do kind of appreciate the focus on the more older films. Anyway, occasionally they produce their own books on different topics. And if you're familiar with Dark Side magazine, you'll also be very familiar with the artist who produces their cover art. I think he's basically produces every cover that Dark Side magazine uses, excuse me. And the artist's name is Rick Melton. And recently he offered for sale, well, you can still get these. These are available on eBay, and he recently produced a compilation of not only some of his cover art from the magazine, but also he does a monthly kind of spoof article, really, which is, it involves his niece, Susie, who probably doesn't exist, but he does these comic articles about him and Susie and their travels to different parts of the country, and they inevitably end up with Susie having no clothes on. Anyway, a bit of a long-winded story there, but basically Rick Melton's produced this new art book called Scream Along with Susie. As you can see, it's subtitled The Bloody Erotic Art of Rick Melton. This is a really thick book. You can see there, in excess of, yeah, well over 200 pages. But it is absolutely rammed with really, really beautiful artwork. Beautiful oil paintings. So if you like horror art, erotic art, that kind of thing, like I said, these are currently available. Rick is selling them on eBay. So if you do just search Scream Along with Susie, I'm sure it'll bring it back. These are £20, plus I think it's about £6.50 postage, because it is, like I said, it's quite a heavy, thick book. And it arrived within a couple of days. So if you want something nice to look at during lockdown, I would highly recommend this book. Also from Dark Side magazine, this is a book that's been out for 2 or 3 years, but I've only just got around to picking it up from them via the website. And this is all about Hammer horror. Basically a complete history of the British horror movie producer. Again, artwork by Rick Melton on the cover. This is slightly thinner than the other book. This is around about 170 pages. But basically, anything that you need to know about Hammer, there's absolutely tons of photographs about all their films. Basically, if it's not in this book, and it relates to Hammer horror and it's not here, then it's not worth knowing about. Again, this was £20, but that actually, if you order it from the website, the Dark Side website, it's free postage. So I would highly recommend both those volumes. Also, when I got my, forgot to mention, when I got my book from Rick Melton, he stuck in a couple of little prints that he'd done, just with a little dedication there, autographed. That's the other one. Really nice. And Rick had also autographed the book as well, which was a nice little touch. So we're around about half an hour. That's about as much as I wanted to do today. I hope you enjoyed what I had to show you today. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I hope you're staying safe and staying well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Obviously, if there's anything you want to comment, I'd love to read your comments and I'll always reply to them. Always happy to get into little discussions and chats. And if you've just stumbled across this video and you've not seen any of my videos before and you want to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification, and it'll tell you whenever I'm going to be doing any live videos or any of my recorded videos when they become available. So once again, thanks for watching, stay safe and enjoy your reading, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.